Hi folks, welcome back to the second video on the personal finance options. And so in this video, I'm going to talk about how we're going to document and display our learning. And so if you look at number 4 under the task, it says that at the end of the day, we need to document or sort of like summarize or write down some important things or remember some important things about our learning. And then we also want to display our learning so that we can share that with others. All right. So there's a couple ways that you can do this. First way, you can create a short video or write maybe a short summary about the learning activity. Okay. So remember, each week you're going to choose at least 4 learning activities. You can do more if you like, but you only have to do 4. Okay, so 4 for week 7, 4 for week 8. And now, so for each of these learning activities, you can either create a short summary video. So let's say that you went to the mortgage to the bank and you were talking to them about getting a mortgage and what that looks like. You can create a short video about your experience, or you can just write a little summary about that experience, okay? Now, how this is going to get displayed, you have a few options. And again, there's a lot of choice. So you can be as sort of basic as you're looking for, or you can be as fancy as you're looking for. There's really a lot of room for folks to choose what feels best for them, okay? So first of all, we can just document this in a Google Doc, okay? And so a Google Doc, if you go to to a Google Drive, you can go ahead and click New, and it'll allow you to create a new Google Doc. Okay, and Google Doc is basically like Word, but it's just on your Google. And so then you can just type all the things. Or if you wanted to make it a little nicer, you could insert a table and you could make 4 boxes. So you could have learning activity 1, you could have learning activity 2, learning activity 3, and learning activity, activity 4. And then in each of these boxes, you could put your video, or you could write a short blurb about what you did. I think what would be really important is just to make sure that you are really writing enough so that people know what you did and sort of your reflections on it. Okay. All right, so you can always make a Google Doc. I think that's one of the more straightforward ways, but maybe another equally straightforward way is the Google Slides, okay? So I'm gonna go back to my Google Drive. I can go to Plus, and this time I can open Google Slides. And this one is just like a PowerPoint if you use Word, all right? It's just a bunch of slides, and you can be as fancy as you want with your themes, but maybe what you have is you have sort of, let's see, let's insert, or let's do a new slide, right? So here you could have learning activity number 1. You can make another slide for learning activity 2, and then 3, and then 4. Okay, so maybe that's how you choose to organize your information. Let's see, what else did I list? I'm going to Canva. So I know some of you are a little bit more creative, a little bit more artistic, and this would be a way for you to, you know, practice making things a little bit prettier, a little bit more professional looking. And so if you go to Canva, all right, just going to canva.com, they have a pro feature, but there's actually quite a lot of things that you can do for free in here too, okay? You do have to make an account, but you can do documents, you can make presentations, you can create posters, so lots of different things over here that you can choose from, okay? So if you're feeling like you want to make it a little prettier, Canva might be a great option for you to try. And last but not least, if there are any of you out there who either are familiar with making websites or you've always wanted to try and make a website, there's lots of free ways to make websites out there. So you can do a Google Sites, you can do Weebly or Wix. Those are all free online places that you can make websites. And it's just different ways of organizing your information that could be fun and interesting, okay? So lots of different ways to display and document your learning experiences, but also sort of cycling back to that video number 1, lots of ways to learn and lots of things to choose from, Okay, so I hope it's not too overwhelming. I hope it's more of an excitement that there's just so many things to choose from. I really hope that you choose something that's meaningful to you, that's relevant to you, and is something that you can use beyond the end of the semester, right? Tax season is also coming up, so maybe like going to H&R Block or someplace like that to talk to people about taxes, that also counts as a learning activity. Okay, so lots of ways to do these learning activities. If you have any questions, please send me a message and I would be happy to clarify that for you. All right, hope you have a great day.